Forgetting the lingo. Your greeting at this point is just you forgetting your own greeting. Yeah, I mean, you were the one that created that greeting, too. I mean, it's been created in Japan first, but... it's like the answering phone call greeting or something. I don't know how long we have to play. Oh, you did it in Japan. Before Japan. Oh, man. I didn't realize you were that old. Alright, let's try to bust through this as fast as possible. Get our speed run on here. Yeah, trying to get that glitch trophy. Trying to. Watch it glitch again. Alright, this is 2 spells at least. So we only need 2 more spells. I don't know the earliest places you can get the spells. I mean, you get the spells inside of, like, dungeons. But I don't know which ones is the problem. It's not like they're marked or anything. See, a good thing about not playing for trophies is they never glitch on you then. If you're not playing a game for trophies, they will never glitch on you. If it doesn't have trophies, then it's impossible. That or they all glitch. They all glitch so much that you never see them. King's Marker. The King Sharpie. I wanted to try to not care about the enemies. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So that's not a possibility. Time for more White Album. Well, at least you could skip the Doodah more. I saw you said you bought that one VN for $8. Well, I guess it was £8, so it's more like $10. On playthrough 10 of how many? manas. Manas. It would, if I knew exactly which dungeons had spells in them, I could probably do this in like 20 minutes, but the fact that I'm just blindly guessing. Follow me, statue, come on. Get over here. I'm on the fence about buying Spider-Man still. Because I kind of want to buy Messenger. But I don't... I think I would want to play Messenger again. I think. It's been a while. Well, I was going to buy that one. Like, for sure. But, also, Death End Request is on sale. Plus, there's some Switch games on sale. Plus, there's, I think I'm gonna pass on Varnier. I think I'm not gonna buy Varnier. Because that one is 30. Knight armor. Is there sales in the UK store for Black Friday? Like the UK PSN store? Or is it only US and... I know Canada has some. There might be, you didn't look. I wonder if this stuff is cheaper there. Oh, you can't check PS4 games, that's true. We could browse it really quick. Just to see. Hey, Wilbo! Yeah, more Cat Quest. Restarting. Restarting the game, trying to fix a glitch trophy. Yeah, it does really suck. Sucks immensely. This is the second night in a row I've had a trophy glitch. That, like, should have been story related. Practically. I mean, this one's not exactly story related. It's the one for getting 4 spells. But, yeah. Maybe you get one in here. You might get one after this fight. I mean, we're dealing with mages, so... maybe. Upgrade our fire. I should have upgraded fire, like... or upgraded something from the get-go last time. So I guess equipping stabs just automatically has your HP. Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate for $30. Yeah, I'm not very... I mean, that's a good deal. I'm not super interested in it. But, so there are sales in the UK store, though, is what you're saying. Oh, I said $29. 29 pounds. I mean, it's kind of close to $1. Should we check it out? We can go check it out right now. Help me, in my decision of... I mean, who knows? Hey, Blood Bros. Maybe, like, the games I'm gonna buy? Well, some of them are stacks, too. Like, Messenger stacks. But I played the EU version already. That's why I would debate getting NA. I mean, I liked Messenger. I would have to do the DLC again. That's only like 2 trophies for a couple hours, but... Of course, my reasoning for not getting Spider-Man was I didn't want to do 6 hours of DLC for 2 trophies. and play the whole game again. I still might buy it though. We'll see. I don't want to spend like $100 on games. I think 2 is better. I think they made improvements. I think it's better. It's longer to plat. However, there is a trophy that glitched on me, and now I have to go back and play it again. Surprise, like that happened yesterday with BB and Tina. At least this game's better than BB and Tina. Persona 5's on sale in the US store too. It's like $10. I don't have heal paw, but it's better than a staff with no abilities. What? This is an empty room? That's odd. Oh, I bet I know what— I bet you what it is I bet there's a quest that has you go into there. And that's why the room's empty. Because normally the room wouldn't be empty, but we didn't accept the quest that takes place in that room. I was like, this is odd. Yeah, it looks exactly like the first game. It basically is. I mean, you have a second character. I think the weapons are a little bit more in-depth. There's more dungeons and stuff, too. There's more spells. It's kind of just the first game, but, like, expanded. Follow the trail. But be careful that this one trophy doesn't glitch on you. Or make a backup before you unlock your force spell. I wanted to make sure I do it before I get 8 spells, because that's going to look very iffy. So how did you unlock 8 spells before you unlocked 4 spells? Well, it glitched on me. Oh, we don't believe you. Banned. Maybe I should archive my VOD. Yeah, that one. Oh man, that murdered. I wonder how many people— there's gotta be a lot of people that know about that now. For the longest time, it bothered me so much. I was like, oh man, someone's gonna find about this murdered. It wasn't my fault, but no one's gonna believe me. Like, it seriously bothered me. I was like, oh shoot, this is terrible. And actually, when I was doing it, I didn't even, like— at the time it happened to me, I wasn't, like, super big into, like, leaderboards and trophies. I was, like, pretty much just by myself, doing my own thing. And, now if I was, like, more into the trophy scene or whatever, I mean, I was collecting trophies and stuff, obviously, if I was playing games and following guides and stuff for murder, but, I might have thought to, like— no, I probably would not have thought to delete my save data. Because the thing is, it looked like all my save data got deleted. Hey, Leverlast. It looked like my save data got deleted when I loaded up the game. So I didn't expect anything. I thought I had to do everything again, and then I just get the first artifact, and it's like, whoa, well, there they all go. Although I could have, because at that time, at that time, trophies didn't auto-sync online. So, had I realized, I guess I could have deleted my user on PSN, and that would delete all my trophies before I synced. Yeah, unfortunately. Fortunately, that didn't occur to me. And also, it would have been better had I, like, always synced my trophies. I had this odd thing where I liked to not sync trophies until, like, kind of the very end. For some reason, I don't know. I just like them all, like, popping at once. Alright, here we go. Or not popping, but, like, syncing up at once. Hey, Lord of Time, Foxyland. Yeah, the new 15-minute 6-stack hotness, right? Now, someone had said, I heard someone said that is the last rat game of the year. I don't know if I believe that. I have a hard time believing they're gonna go a whole month without releasing a game. No, I'm not close to Plat Gray. I'm going back to do the glitch trophy. So I still have to go back onto my old save file that I didn't fully beat the story on yet. So yeah, Rat's Christmas present, not releasing a game. That's kind of a nice present. Although they might be like, hey, in January, let's do like eight games to make up for it. Actually, what I thought was kind of cool, you know Lightwood, the people that make the Pougy games? And yeah, I don't like Lightwood for the fact that they're kind of sold out a bit and they're making 6 stacks of everything. But I do like puzzles, and they're releasing Christmas cards, like physical Christmas cards that they mail you for free. You don't have to pay anything, with puzzles in them. So sign up on Twitter if you want one. I'm not sponsored by them, but I think it's just a cool idea. You're gonna do the... No, don't do it, Palsio. Gray peer pressuring you into doing it? Don't do it. I'll try to anti-peer pressure you. That's like 8 hours of madness. Now, if you had a co-op partner to do word search with, it might actually not be that bad. It might actually be kind of fun. But... You've done both EU stacks? Palsio, you're more insane than I am. Doing White Album and 8-hour VNs. Ah, you're just turning into a gray. Gray, when did you change your Discord name? That is true. That is true. Playing Pokemon is... Oh. What? Gray! Gray! I read your Discord name. I might have to ban you for that. I didn't notice. Hey, Yoshi! I did not notice. Whoa, burn. Oh, let's just dash to the objective. Ah. I hope the next spell is story related. So I'm not going into random dungeons. I know I found spells in random dungeons that I didn't have to go into yet. But I don't remember which dungeons those are. Any data yet for the new Xenoblade in 2020? Well, it's not new, right? It's remaster of the first one. Oh, Is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for $28 a good deal? Like a steal of a deal? Or is it not like that impressive? Because I saw that at Walmart, you know, the place I got the $28 Pokemon game, for 28 bucks. It is a good deal? Dang, I should have got it then. Maybe I'll go back tomorrow. It might be gone, though. It wasn't a Black Friday deal or anything. Because, this was, like, 11 o'clock this morning when Black Friday deals weren't happening yet. Oh, well. Ouch! Hey, speaking of Foxy Land, look at these foxes. Well, they're more like fox squirrels. Oh, I have Heal Paw. Why don't I have that equipped? I'm dumb. There we go. Dumb and lazy. I kind of want to kick that bar now. Please let there be a spell at the end of this. No, it's not. Oh, we got a fighter. Dang it. Careful. Alright, now we... Oh, we still can't heal? There we go. Of course, she can heal too. Of course. Just healing all the damage I tried to do to her. Alright. No mana crystal, though, at the end of this, unfortunately. Slight headache. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully your head feels better. It's better than, like, a stomach ache from rotten cranberry sauce or something. Stream for another 5 hours? You were streaming pretty late yesterday. I don't know, maybe that's typically when you stream. Maybe it wasn't even that late for you, I don't know. You might live on the West Coast. And, it's really not that late for you. See... Oh, you are on the West Coast. Okay. So 1 o'clock my time is actually only like 11 your time. I'm in the Central Time Zone. It's 10:22 right now for me. Yeah, most people are not in the Central Time Zone. It's like the only people I know in the Central Time Zone are, like, maybe someone in Chicago or St. Louis. Like, those are the only two cities that, like, ever I talked with people in the Central Time Zone. There's probably a couple that I'm forgetting, but most people I know are either on the East Coast or the West Coast. What are these West Coast and East Coast you speak of? They are a wonder of America. You've got to have what? Oh, actually, you don't have West Coast and East Coast in UK, do you? Not worth my time. Oh man, no. Wait, what? Oh, do the skulls are based on your level or something? Oh, I thought it was like kind of consistent, where it was like as you progress through the game, the skull values went higher. But I guess it's based on if you're this level and you try this quest, you're gonna have a really hard time. I guess that explains why even in the main story I'm like at the end and I only see like 3 skull quests ever. Yeah, convenient and less confusing too. I'm very bad with time zones. Like when I would set up like times to play games with other people and stuff, well, I would have a difficult time. Like, what time is it for you now? What time? For me, it's this time. So then I gotta remember to add 7 hours or whatever to your time. And then daylight savings would always throw it off, so there'd be like a couple places in the world that didn't do it. You'd be like, oh, I thought that you were 8 hours ahead of me. You were last month. Ugh, 3 waves. Yeah, because aren't there some, like, places in the United States, even, that don't celebrate, or celebrate. I don't know, maybe some people celebrate daylight savings time, but don't partake in it. Yeah, streaming together with people. I mean, unless your schedules were like an hour apart. But if you say friends plural, I'm guessing there's several of them. And, so then you got more schedules to try to match up. Yeah, because I saw you were playing, Killer Queen Black, or I think that's the title. I heard that's a really good game, but I feel like it'd only be a good game if you were playing it with other people in, like, a party. Like, playing it solo, I feel like, would not be all that great. Trying to revive my dog friend. And not get killed in the process. Uh-oh. He's almost up. He's almost up. One more loop around and we got him. Wow, they cast those awfully early. Yay, for level ups. Ouch. Hey, we're not dead yet, though. We can hop around and roll around, and we'll recover. We're almost there. We're almost back. Alright, one more. Hey, Omni. Welcome back. Should I change my name to that? I guess I could. We can change names on Twitch and PSN now. Yeah, I actually hadn't heard of Killer Queen Black until like a month ago, and then I heard about it like a lot. Because apparently it was some like big deal on PC, and then it came to Switch. Like some cult following game or something. Well, how far are you in Ovivo? Alright, this is significantly less skulls now. Are you close to being done, or you just, like, did the first level? Adaptation of a popular arcade game? Well, apparently not super popular, because I never heard of it. Hey, Ethan, tired from too much turkey? Is that why you're yawning? Oh, cross-platform online play, that's pretty good. Oh, you're not having fun with Ovivo? Yeah, I didn't mind Ovivo. I thought it was kind of relaxing and artsy. Hells yeah, don't worry, your turkey's in the mail. It's gotta be on the way to you, right? Yeah, typically, Thanksgiving food is kind of same old, same old. Kind of the same every year. Oh, but you mixed it up with cake instead of pie. Was it like, pumpkin cake? I feel like pumpkin cake would be better than pumpkin pie. I'm not a very big pie fan. Pie is like kind of one of my least favorite desserts. Unfortunately for Gray, donuts are not #1 on my list either. They're above pie though. Gray had his pumpkin donuts yesterday. Oh, today. Marble cake. Celebrate the birthday of Thanksgiving with cake. Yeah, Vivo is not very long. It's probably like 2 hours tops. And you don't really need a guide for the collectibles. The collectibles are... As long as you're kind of looking for them, you'll get them. and there's a level select. It might not be apparent, like, super obvious, but there is a level select in the game. It's kind of weird how you get back to it, though. And it shows you how many dots you got. And also, if you pause the game, like, if you pick up a dot and pause the game, it'll show you if you got the next one in the level. Like, it'll have them in order. So if you're really worried about it, you can just pause the game after you pick up a collectible, and then if you're missing one after that, then you know you missed one, and you know where in the level to go. Feels like 3 days. So it's like one of those games you can only play like one level, then you're like, ugh, I need a break. Yeah, good luck on your job interview, Ethan. If you're tired, maybe you should get some rest for the job interview. Hopefully your suit is all nice and ironed. You're ready to go. Ready to talk positively about animals so you can get your job. Of course you resist fire. And of course the wolf doesn't use the ice attack. You know what? Since you're not gonna use this... I'll use it. To great effect. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Get up, kitty. You have the healing magic. I think in the last game, didn't the stabs have elements to them? Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. It's been a while. Oh, shoot. I could probably just kill him with the dog, but I'm gonna play it safe. Oh no, is my stream lagging? It's lagging for me. Uh-oh. Hopefully it didn't cut out for anybody else, and it's just on my end. You look way too formal for the job interview. You know, I looked way too formal for... I did cut out for a bit. It is laggy. Uh-oh. Well, it happened to everybody, so it must be my internet. Which is a bad thing, because then it might just go out for everybody. I don't have any, like, notifications that it dropped frames and stuff, though. It's weird. I just saw it lag. It looks like a wrong colored Joker suit. Yeah, I actually, I went to some interviews that were, like, for, like, big jobs. Like, I graduated college and I had my degree and stuff jobs. And I wore a suit. Like, I always wore a suit to all my interviews. Even ones at, like, Panera Bread and stuff. But, and actually, oddly enough, those interviews, some of those interviews, they seemed much more receptive of the suit. They were, like, happy that I dressed up, and they're like, oh, that shows good work ethic or whatever. Work ethic's not the word. But when I would go to interviews for like engineering companies and stuff, and I'd sit down in the suit, and everyone was like in casual like dress, like casual clothes, like t-shirts and stuff. It felt a little weird. And then they would comment, they're like, "Oh, dressed up," and I'm like, "Yeah, maybe I dressed up a little too much." Like, it was just odd. It was like I felt more strange being in a suit for an engineering job than I did for fast food jobs. I mean, not all of them. I mean, some of the engineering jobs, everyone was in suits. And, like, pretty dressy clothes, but... With some of them, like, some of these software companies... Well, you said it was, like, an animal shelter you're going to? You're tempted to go to your school prom in casual clothing? I mean, that might not be... I don't know. Actually, I think in my prom... I think there was like a dress code. I think they had a dress code, like you had to dress up nice, otherwise they wouldn't let you in. Oh, you did as well. You just wanted to be a renegade, be rebellious. I didn't go to my prom either, Gray. I went to some school dances in, like, late middle school. No, was it? No, it was high school. I think. Let me try to think. I'm trying to think what school that gym and cafeteria were in. No, it was high school. Yeah, I went to some school dances, but they were like casual dances. And what happened was, you could just go into the gym and, like, play basketball and stuff. They did have an area where you could dance if you wanted to. But no one really did that. There's like a couple people. Hey, Zuki! Zuki didn't even have prom at his school. So you couldn't even be a renegade and dress casually to the prom, if you wanted. So far we have 45 minutes of going back to get this trophy. That's annoyance. All the interview will be shopping. What? Shopping? What does shopping have to do with animals? Is this a job at, like, PetSmart? I don't think you ever said it was an animal shelter. I think I was just making that assumption because you said it was working with animals. This game is a lot better than BB and Tina. Although it's taking me longer to get the glitch trophy than in BB and Tina, but... There's a trophy for getting 4 arcane spells, and in my other playthrough, I have 6 and I don't have the trophy. There's also a trophy for getting 8 of them, and 12 of them. I kind of would rather not get the 8 and 12 trophy before I get the 4 trophy, because, you know, people are gonna complain and raise issues with this. And I'm gonna have to start the game over anyway to go get it. So... yeah. That's why I'm just restarting now. At least you have multiple save files in the game, so I can, like, start on a new save slot. I'm kind of worried something is gonna happen to my original save, but... I did make a backup online, but I'm thinking maybe I make a backup before I get that 4th spell. It shouldn't mess anything up, because it is a separate save slot. It'd be bad if it messed something up, because I think I have like 6 hours in the other save slot. I mean, I'm basically at the end game for that one. Hey, DNA. I like this one better. I think this one, I don't see any downsides to it. It's just pretty much all improvement. I mean, it's nothing... There's not a lot of improvement. It's nothing, like, mind-blowingly amazing. I mean, you get an extra character, you can swap between them. There's more equipment and stuff, a little more in-depth, like... Some of the equipment gives you more bonuses and things like that. There's more spells. More dungeons. It's kind of the same, the first game, just bigger. Which isn't really a bad thing. Because I like the first game. I never said I don't want you to get Primal. I was just saying I got bored with Primal. Uh-oh. Hidden artifacts? I don't really know. I didn't fully beat the game. I'm like at the end game on one of my saves, and I'm going back on this, starting a new one now. Oh, there's special moves though. Like you get you can, like, I don't remember in the first one if you could roll and damage guys. But there's, like, royal powers. There's not a ton of royal powers, but there's a couple. Is Far Cry 4 DLC worth $15? Yeah, I only played the Yeti one that had trophies in it. I mean, it was kind of extensive. I mean, it wasn't like a super short thing. I don't know if it's worth $15. Oh, shoot. I mean, you're probably... I mean, you don't really care about 100%ing things, right? So you're probably just better off spending $15 to get New Dawn. I would say. I feel like New Dawn was better than the Yeti DLC. I mean, if you see it on sale for like $5 or something. Uh-oh. Oh, it's deep. Wait. Well, that means its new default price is $15. If it's permanently $15. Was it really $30? That Yeti DLC was really $30? I don't remember that. That, or maybe I just don't want to realize how stupid I was for spending $30 on Yeti DLC. 30? That's insane. That DLC is definitely not worth $30. Maybe I should have went into random caves to try to get more spells. I mean, I only need one more spell for that trophy. And then we can go back to the main playthrough. Biscuit guy was down here. It's gonna take me over an hour to get this trophy now. I'm surprised it let me in there. I was thinking that enemy was too close. Well, yeah, but you get more DLC than just one. It's more than just the Yeti DLC. It's like 4 DLCs, isn't it? That's one of the reasons I don't want to play Borderlands 3. Is because the DLC for that was insane. Like, every DLC in Borderlands was $15. From what I remember, for 2 and 1. Gonna have to buy it again then. Yeah, you don't want to buy it twice. That's not good. I remember a similar thing happened to me with Jack and Dexter. I bought the games and then they made this bundle that had like all the games plus X Combat Racing, and it was cheaper than I paid for like the first 3 or something. It was something like that. And then I felt really bad. I was like, if I only would have waited a week. Gray remembers. Gray remembers the Jack and Dexter times. Actually, those are pretty awesome streams when the speedrunners were with us. And then I saw that speedrunner on GTQ and I was like, oh, I know that guy. He's the guy that laughed at me for trying to jump onto that blue area in the final boss fight. That clip is probably still somewhere. He's like, I didn't know that you could do that. No one ever tried to do that before. It damages you. I don't suggest trying to do it, but... And Jack and Dexter was a great game. It kind of sucks that 2 got debugged and broken, but... Because I did it all 3 times already. And I find it to be the worst of the 4. Well, it was debugged. Well, 1 is debugged too. It doesn't really buy you much. You can't plat the thing in 5 minutes. But you can like fly around and whatnot. Three is debugged somehow, but it's also... I don't fully understand 3. 2 is the one that I just hear about, or heard about, because, it was like 5 minutes long. Come on, place that has... Oh, there it is! Dang, we didn't even need to go into dungeons. It's right there. Playing more of the game than I have to. Alright. Time to stop listening to IGN. You know, I haven't really listened to IGN in, like, years. I used to a lot. Yeah, too much water. I used to listen to, or like, read IGN and stuff every single day, like 10 years ago. Okay, we still have both slots, so we're gonna back up our save now, in case bad things happen. Let me just make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, we're doing the right thing. Well, I mean, it was at a time where I was young, and I just kind of took their word for it. Because I didn't really... I don't know, I just took reviewers' words. But the thing is, a couple things. One, I feel like it's very heavily dependent on if the reviewer likes the same genre of games that you do. Like, if you have someone that is, I don't know, the biggest Call of Duty fan in the world reviewing your JRPG, there might be... they might feel a different way than a JRPG fanatic would reviewing the same RPG. And the other thing is, I feel like there's this certain bias towards certain games. Mainly the big ones, like God of War, Death Stranding, etc. You know, the ones that get all the publicity and they pay big money to advertise and stuff. Because, and I'm not saying these are like the worst games ever, but they're not like 11 out of 10s and whatnot. Come on, trophy! Yes! Alright, we got it. Thank goodness. Alright, time to go back to our regular save file. Time to go back to the regularly scheduled program. Yeah, the ones that buy all the ad space. Exactly. And I feel like no matter what, they just get better reviews. And a lot of the times, I will like games that get like 6 out of 10s. And stuff. So it completely just depends on the person and whatnot. Yeah, that was the glitched one. So now, we can go back to beating the story. Go back to our level, like, 67 characters. Yeah, that took me about an hour to do. To redo. Hato Doggo. Yeah, I've been taking most reviews with a grain of salt for, well, especially sites like that, for quite a while. Usually what I'll do is I'll watch, YouTube videos, like YouTube reviews, from just, like, not IGN-type sites. I mean, there's a couple bigger YouTube, channels that I kind of take their reviews a little more, I don't want to say to heart, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Oh yeah, we can walk on water now. But I kind of trust them a little bit more. But then I'll also just look at, like, I don't know, smaller channels that see what they have to say about it. But mainly when I'm looking at buying a game, I'm kind of just looking at the video to see, like, gameplay and kind of how, like, I don't know, combat works and items and things like that. I kind of like to hear if a game is a little glitchy and stuff like that. But that's pretty much how I do it. I just look at some YouTube videos. You want Far Cry 6 in South America? Why? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm looking for in my YouTube reviews. They're gonna do something in the UK again, right? They're gonna take the Pokemon Sword Shield route, and Pelzio's gonna be so happy. What if there are Pokemon? It's like they take Far Cry Primal and mix it with Pokemon. Doesn't this area look like something straight from Neptunia? We rolled over the danger zone. Reminds me more of this Gaia. Why? Because of the split up tiles? I mean, Neptunia has, no, I guess you're right, it doesn't have tiles. Well, maybe it does. Now I'm having trouble remembering. You want Far Cry in my apartment? That would be a small game. They charge you, like, full price for a game that takes place in... How many rooms are in my apartment? Are we counting, like, closets and bathrooms as rooms? Alright, so not counting closets, but counting bathrooms, you have a game that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms in it. What a game. Maybe you, like, get shrunk down, and it makes the whole area a lot bigger. You want a VR game of being in my apartment playing Pack Quest? Oh man. Maybe you should develop it, Belzio. Strike it big. With the amazing idea. Oh yeah, I said we were gonna check out the UK sales. I forgot. Forgot we were gonna do that. We'll do it after this quest if I remember. But so far, from the NA sale, Messenger, most likely. Super Neptunia, most likely. Spider-Man, maybe. Death End Request, maybe. Dragon Star Varnier, I'm leaning towards no. Because I feel like even $30 for that's... I don't know. I feel like that's a little much. And I feel like no one would want to watch it if I streamed it either. Except for, like, Pelzio. Spider-Man I'm on the fence about because of that. I don't know if I want to do all the DLC. But I'd have to. And I'm not the biggest AAA fan, as you guys know. Oh man, that hat is awesome. We are switching to that. Heck yes. Gray does not want me to buy Spider-Man. Gray is heavily against that decision. Me and some gang members argue in my apartment, and then a gunfight happens. That's the game. The gunfight happens. It doesn't get, like, resolved or anything. It's just like, gunfight start, game over. Oh, we have ice increase. Let's use some ice moves. Actually, ice is kind of just better anyway, because it slows them down. I think it might do less damage. I did upgrade fire more. Let me experiment here. Yeah, it does less damage, but... ice is kind of nice because it slows them down and gives you time to just pelt them with more shots and refill your mana again. Wants me to do Lego Marvel instead? I don't know. Hey, Hess! Hess thinks RPG and Spider-Man. Ethan's trying to develop your game idea, Pelzio. Gray's like, Hess is wrong. Well, maybe when I play Spider-Man, Gray, you can imagine that it is Batman. Just pretend. Just put on, like, glasses that makes Spider-Man look like Batman. It makes all the reds turn into blacks. And gives everyone, like, capes. I did not buy anything yet on this sale. We're gonna check out the EU sale after this quest is over with. Pelzio says there's a sale in the EU. Things might be cheaper there. I still got a couple days to think about it. The sales end on the 2nd, I believe. Kill the violent antagonist. That's the formula of a lot of games. Get up, dog, get up. Also, before I actually buy anything, I'm gonna go to Walmart and Target tomorrow. And see if there's any, like, of those games on sale for cheaper. Because I know, like, Spider-Man is only $15 at Walmart today. For Black Friday. I feel like they probably wouldn't sell out of copies. Congrats on your Plat, Gray. Asylum doesn't have DLC, so I should play Asylum? I think Asylum is the one Batman game that wasn't like Marvel or Lego or Telltale that I played. I played one of them on the Vita, and I feel like it was Asylum. Check Amazon for what? Well, I guess for like anything in general, right? Well, Spider-Man, the bundle with all the DLC is on the store for $20. You're probably not finding the Game of the Year edition much cheaper, except I did find it for $15 at Walmart. feel like it'd be hard to find it cheaper than 15. Well, Ethan, focus on your interview and don't focus on playing Far Cry while you're in the interview. I don't suggest that. Don't get distracted. Don't be like in the back of your minds, oh, this interview is so lame. I can't wait till I go home and play Primal. Alright, good night, Ethan. Get some sleep, rest up, be sharp mentally for your interview, and sharpen your, probably too dressed up suit. And, enjoy Far Cry when you're done. Only 10 hours left. Yeah, I guess I don't have the Far Cry 2 Plat. We were actually talking about Far Cry 2 earlier. Because, obviously, Ethan's a fan. He wanted the Far Cry 2 remaster or whatever. Is Far Cry 2 Online, shut down? I know the Plat was a pain to get. Like a super big pain to get. But is it completely, just impossible now? Oh, it is still available. I'm surprised it's still available. Because, I mean, they've even shut down, like, Uncharted at this point. Do we have to fight that guy? We have to fight ourselves. Big versions of ourselves. Luckily, we are not immune to magic. We're actually weak to magic, surprisingly. Oh, we got frozen. I hope the Kingdom Hearts DLC is not expensive. Why do I have a feeling it's gonna be $20 for Remind? I just have this bad feeling it's gonna be $20. Ah. We have a lot of health when we grow that big. I mean, right now I get one-shotted, practically. Well, I guess not really. I'm surprised that it's not doing that much damage to me. There's only 51. More trophies in DLC. I mean, it's better than playing 50 hours for one trophy. I mean, the number of trophies doesn't really matter to me. It's just how long to get all of them. It's gotta be easier than that Portal Knights DLC though, right? Good thing I never played that Japanese stack. People were telling me, they're like, oh, you should play the Japanese Portal Knights, there's no DLC. Yeah, not at the time, maybe. Although, after I was able to do that one DLC trophy, I could probably repeat it pretty easily. Like if I did it directly after. However, it's been so long, because I had all the rooms memorized. Because that was basically the DLC, it was memorize all the rooms so you can do them really fast. But I've forgotten a lot of them now. Beat on Master difficulty and beat in New Game Plus. Well, beating in New Game Plus, I mean, you have all your levels and stuff from the other playthrough. Wow, these are all like high levels. Or higher. They're all high levels, and then there's this dog. Oh, how about this one skull mission? Ah. Oh, that's an enemy I haven't seen yet. It's like robotic fish suits or something. Dogs rule, cats drool. That's not cool. I think it's the other way around. Bury that poster. Oh, I see why this mission is one skull. You don't even have to... Well, I guess you'd have to fight something if it was close by. Dogs are way cuter? No. Oh, the witches are dogs? I thought they were cats. That's a cat, isn't it? The one with the witch hat? Why is he trying to defend the dog posters? Like the pro dog posters? That doesn't make sense. I like those emotion bubbles. It's like oddly satisfying to me when those pop up above their heads. $20,500 XP. I probably could just do the last quest. I don't know why I'm that concerned. Gray, look who it is! It's the... Batman wannabe. Sniff out the dog, but I'm a cat. I don't sniff. Dogs do that. All right, who looks different than the rest? Oh, this guy maybe. That wasn't very hard. I was looking for like minute details, like, oh, this one's ear is flipped up or something. No, there's just one that has a giant helmet on. It's almost acceptable to Gray. Youf-tastic. Wrong spell. Hey, we beat him. Give us a reward. Oh, no. He's like, no, now you fight me. Ouch. Attack the tower. Oh, I thought... I was gonna go just talk to him. Because he started standing in the original spot and he didn't have the air, like, the health bar above his head. I kind of assumed it was just like, oh, we beat him or knocked sense into him or something. Time to go talk to him. And then I got closer and nope. It's probably all part of his plan. I'm gonna fake this cat into getting close to me. Alright. Guys, go into prison. We got a key to the Bat Cave, Gray. Does that make it slightly more acceptable? Oh, it's the Bat Cove. Sorry. Unlock our little warp point. Thing is, I have these warp points, but I don't really know where they go. I mean, you can tell from the constellations, but... I'm not get it is helpful. What the heck? This doesn't have a level on it. That's weird. Oh, that's just telling me to go to the main quest again. I thought I was still in the Bat quest. Hidden stash. Oh, what's... Okay, I guess we can't go in there yet. Scrap of paper. In case you forget, hidden the key in the ultimate stash. No one will think to look there. Just hope you don't lose this note again. Ugh. Into being a neat. What do you mean, being a neat? Bad doggos. I've never heard the term neat in regards to being a shut-in. Neat is like some hair removal spray or something. That's the neat that I've heard of. That's spelled with 2 E's. We have a problem. Which mound is the biscuit in? Maybe our luck's gonna be just as good as the rock, paper, scissors game. Well, turns out we could not have won. Unless you're supposed to choose the middle one. Maybe that guy is holding a biscuit. Or it's in like his back pocket or something. Well, how many hours do you think you got left, Belzio? Telzio, don't you have class again tomorrow? I thought you said the last 3 days of the week you got class. Unless you're just sleeping in your classes. Oh, you did go yesterday? Weren't you in my stream yesterday? Or earlier today for me? Whatever, as long as your grades stay up. Do what you want. Yeah, but you raided me earlier. I didn't mean last night when I streamed until like my 1 AM. Back to following my guide? What game is my guide for? Root Letter? Peter Pan? Oh, nap. Okay. Nap when you got home. So your sleep schedule's all sorts of messed up. PS3 Hakuoki. I don't remember making a guide for PS3 Hakuoki. Oh, the one that begins with R? Hakuoki REI something? Yeah, that one. I do kind of remember this now. It was like a game no one else wanted to mess with, so I was like, alright, fine, I'll just do a guide for it. That was back when I actually made guides for games. Almost all of them visual novels. Except, there were a few, like, good guides I made. Like, for actual games. There were some bad guides I made for actual games. Well, no, they were good guides for bad actual games. Like Duck Dynasty. I remember that one. I had like a map and everything in there. Here's your dog biscuits, General. Give me an item that I don't need. Alright, we'll take it on now. We'll reclaim that empire. Empire, not emperor. Jeez. Oh, we gotta fight the guy that's immune to magic now. So... what's my best sword? Or best melee weapon, I should say. It's definitely that, right? Well, no, it's not definitely that. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's definitely this one. This is just the best sword, like, the best sword in general. Because it has an effect of plus 15% attack. So at this point in the game, it's giving me plus 45 attack. Which is better than anything else. Oh, jeez, wow. Well, this is not good. I'm not rolling correctly. Alright, now we're doing better. Oh, I forgot we were gonna look at the EU store. Sorry, everybody. We started another quest, so now I can't. Actually, switching users might not shut your game down. I don't think it doesn't. Or it does. No, that's right. I was trying to use magic. I mean, I could use magic to get rid of these witches. Like the staff. Oh, actually, this is kind of nice. This guy's so far away. I don't have enough mana to heal? Oh, does equipping a staff increase your MP too? It must. I know it lowers your HP. Yeah, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I needed a lot of MP to do the healing before anyway. Maybe I had, like, just not enough or something. Wait, did he take damage from the ice thing that I accidentally used? Oh, he did. Alright, so he's not completely resistant to magic. Or completely immune to it, rather. Uh-oh. I guess I could do this. I mean, it's gonna take longer, but it's safer. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Alright. Now we fight a giant dog. Well, actually, it's the same guy without his helmet, but... So does that mean we're actually a lion and we're actually a wolf? And not a cat and a dog? I guess that's what that means. Defeat the real one. So it's probably the guy that's resistant to magic. Because before, when I was fighting that guy, my magic didn't do anything to him. So that's my guess, is the one right to the right of me is the real one. Or you kill a clone and he's the real one. I mean, he is taking damage from my my staff. Or, you know, maybe what it is too is maybe the resist did appear, but maybe it was because my attack was so low, like low enough that his defense was high enough against magic that it did 0. So that's why it said resist. But now that I have a stronger attack value, maybe that's why I can damage him now. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just theorizing here. Because I know fighting him before, it was doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. I had to switch to the sword. keep thinking that whirlwind is his attack, but it's my my wolf pals. Ah, shame. He downed him. He's my main damage dealer too. Luckily this guy's slow, so we like go to the end of the platform and just almost heal him like in one shot. Hey Drake, or Drake girls. I'll call you Drake if you don't mind. Yeah, not much is up with me. Just having a nice day off of work because of Thanksgiving and playing some Cat Quest 2. It does look appealing to me graphically. I mean, it's no, like, epically mind-blowing thing, but I like the graphic style here. I like the game, too. I mean, it's pretty simplistic, I guess, but it's fun. Drake is fine? Alright. Although graphically for me, I do kind of like more, I don't want to say cartoony games, but like super realistic graphics are not high on my priority list for games I choose to play. I'd much rather it be more gameplay, and I think I'd actually prefer this art style over like something trying to be super realistic. But everyone has their preference. Oh man, it's rolling into that bomb. Yeah, I guess my MP does not lower when I increase or when I equip the sword. Health definitely lowers though. It halves when you have the staff on. Which I find really odd. I don't feel like it should do that, but a little biased towards swords. I mean, I guess you're more close quarters combat, so maybe they think you should maybe be able to take a couple hits more, but alright, we're almost there. And he's downed again. Oh no! Really? Wow. Wow, that was like 2 hits away. Now we gotta do the whole thing again. Wow. Kiri is not happy with me. Look at that face on Kiri. He's like, oof. That was miserable. Yeah, I like looked away for a second and I was like, Oh, EU store, you're right, you're right. I said we were gonna look at the EU store. Really briefly. Sorry, I promised we would do this like, 15 minutes ago. EU, this guy. My Thanksgiving was very uneventful. I mean, I didn't celebrate it with family. My family lives quite far away, so the only thing I really did was make some phone calls. So yeah. I did go to Walmart pre-Black Friday though, and it was kind of annoying because all right, here we are. Here's the EU store. Cuz they had these pallets of stuff they were going to put out for like the sales when they go live at 6 p.m. But they would completely block aisles, and I couldn't get into the aisles that I wanted to get into. All right, Black Friday, EU, which now celebrates Black Friday. So it's just so annoying. And then every like 10 minutes over the loudspeaker, you heard some lady saying, if you try to purchase one of these Black Friday sale items, we will not let you. Oh, this is actually a worse deal than in the US store. The US store, this is 20. So here it's like 27. And then all of the items they had out were like not that good. Like they weren't the hot button items. Like they weren't TVs or anything, which I assume they put out at the end. Save up to 18%. That's like nothing. And they just had like the George Foreman grills and that sort of. That was probably the highest end thing I saw that was out. I played Metro already. But they were all like wrapped in plastic and stuff. So for the announcements on the loudspeaker of the person saying we're gonna charge you regular price until 6 p.m. I was thinking, are people actually opening up these pallets and trying to buy or trying to get away with the item? Yeah, these sales are not that good. The Spider-Man one definitely worse by like $10. I mean, Far Cry 5 is 16, which is probably what, like $18. Why would they make you wait till 6 p.m.? Because that's when their like Black Friday sales go live. That's when they have the mad rush for all the TVs and stuff like that. That's not bad. That is a game I would like to play. They had this on sale. They had this on sale in the US store like last week, but I didn't buy it. This is 70% off. So this is only like $6. Cause this should be 20, right? Oh, it's not the greatest hits version? Alright, never mind. That's not that good of a deal. The Ni no Kuni one's not bad. This isn't bad. This has all the DLC and stuff too, right? I think that's a good deal. Flash sale that starts tomorrow? Even with all the Black Friday sales? You might be right, though. We haven't had a flash sale in a while. I mean, I'm not going to buy anything tonight. I'm going to hold off till at least tomorrow. I have 3 games that are I'm most likely going to buy. Messenger, Super Neptunia RPG, and probably Spider-Man. Look, Star Ocean Last Hope 4K. Only probably $10 if you convert that. Although I guess the original price is $17. And that's it. Yeah, but it's VR, and I get really sick in VR, so I'm not buying a VR game. The only VR ones I can stand are ones that are like super, super short. I'm just curious as if this game's on sale too. It's not, is it? Nope. Alright, so they don't have the Idea Factory, sale going on. The Compile Heart sale. Alright, let me switch back. It shows the swimsuit DLC before it shows the actual game. Also odd that, it shows Super Hot before it actually shows Neptunia. Even though I started typing in Neptunia. No, they, I mean, it's a remaster, so they, like, I don't know. Spruced up the character models or something. I think. They also have one on Switch. However, the Switch one is not the remaster. The Switch one's apparently just the PS3 one. And I actually bought Ni no Kuni on PS3 for like $5. It was on sale, but I never played it. And I would much rather play it on PS4 if I do play it. I'm on the fence about starting something that long, though. I mean, it seems really good. It seems like it'd be really good. Alright, hopefully I won't get careless this time at the end. I mean, I was so close to beating it. Yeah, I bought that one. I also bought Okami for like $5 on PS3, but I never played it. I don't know if I ever want to go back and play PS3 games, though. Because what it is, it just feels so much more, like, archaic going back from PS4. Yeah, but, I mean, if I played Okami, I'd want to play it on PS4, because there's a PS4 version. I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, I know Okami's amazing. I've played Okami before. I played it back on the PS2. No, it's not cross-buy. I don't think. Gray's gonna go back and do Megamind. And Saw. Oh, I remember Saw. And Megamind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not cross-buy too. I mean, I don't think I ever checked, but I don't think so. The Saw games are very easy, actually. Like, extremely easy. I mean, it's not a good game. If Gray wants to play a bad game, but it is easy. It probably feels really bad to play nowadays. It felt bad when I played it back in like 2012 or whatever. Alright, almost to the next space. Unfortunately, this mission is rather lengthy, too. We had what, like... This is the second part. The first part was that, I don't want to say maze, but that obstacle course. Now we got the third part. What's that one doing? Why is he, like, casting Whirlwind and stuff? I'm not even anywhere near him. Yeah, I'm more used to his, like, attacks and stuff, too. I think I got it this time, as long as I'm not, like, lazy. And careless. In that first part, I knew more what to do with the orbs, because I had seen it before. Things are a lot easier when there's no surprises. Attack him, dog. Don't just try to dodge and you get hit. I mean, I probably should switch to a melee weapon, but... I mean, this'll work. I feel like it's a bit safer. Freeze and trap. I think freeze is one of the better spells. I mean, because you gain your mana back by hitting them. Freeze slows them down, so it gives you more time to hit them. Was trap a spell? Or do you mean just like trap them in general? off the edge. Oh, trap was a spell? Yeah, I guess I don't really remember that. I mean, if trap was a spell in the other game, it probably is in this game as well. How many spells were there in the first game? There was like 8 or so. In this game there's 12. I don't know what all of them are. I only have 6, I think. Oh, diamond shape with spears coming out of it. Was it Arcane? Was that the name of it? We're almost there. There we go. This guy thinks it's impressive. Alright, the war is over. Time to do... Oh. Well, now a black hole appeared. The middle of the ocean. Alright, game's not over yet. Or the main story, anyway. Four skull mission. So I guess we're fighting that dude. Is my guess. Dude with the third eye. Or maybe we just follow him. There's no actual battle. The four skulls was just to scare us. Well, I did not expect that. Hey, these guys aren't resistant to magic. That's awesome. They're like claws or something. Yeah, I'd say this is an action RPG. Well, these things hit kind of hard. They shoot very fast too. Some of those orbs are traveling pretty quick. That come from the claws. The ones from the clown nose aren't that fast. Somehow not dead there. Wow, I barely damaged them. Oh, I see. The orbs start off slow, and then they speed up, so that makes it easier to dodge. If you just pay attention to where they're gonna travel. You just don't get in the path of them. I feel like this will be a lot easier once even one hand is dead. Looks like those orbs that the hand shoot don't go on forever either. Just like my shots don't. Actually, that dog kind of lasted a while. Kind of surprised. Usually he doesn't last that long. I'll call it cat trap. I mean, if it has trap in the name, maybe it is. I can't remember what the, like, the spells that I have currently. No, I think, yeah, it probably is the same, because I don't think the spells in the first game were called Flame Per. I feel like it was just called, like, Flame. And, well, Furry Shield's new, I think. Freeze Paw, Heal Paw. I want to say in the first game, I could be wrong, but I want to say they just were called, like, heal and stuff. Uh-oh. I was trying to heal the dog. Unfortunately, that didn't work. And I was too focused on being close to the dog and stuff. Well, now things are a little risky. We're one shot from death. Welcome back, Gray. Good time to not be out of mana. Oh, they're casting heal on themselves. That's not good. Oh, wrong spell. Alright. One down. Okay, now it should be easier. I hope. Come over here, dog. Let's heal. Alright. That's kind of like his only attack, isn't it? Heal the dog a little bit more. Yeah, welcome V-Back. Is that like V-Bucks? V-Back? The Sword and Shield double pack was cheaper than buying individual Sword and Shield. I find that odd. Although I also find it odd that I somehow found Sword for $28. So I guess if I found Shield for $28, it would be cheaper than me getting the double pack. Or I would get the double pack for essentially the price of one. Oh man. I almost died. I killed him and then rolled and my cat died. And the dog luckily survived. Thank goodness. Yeah, it was pretty good. I went to Walmart to go get Sword or Shield. Like, I was debating on which one to get. And when I got there, I saw the cases. Like, they had a ton of new copies, like, wrapped in the case. Like, kind of near the top of the case. And I looked down, and there was this one copy of Sword on the bottom that had this sticker on it that said $28.10. And so I asked the guy that was working there, I'm like, so I would like a copy of Pokemon Sword. I see there's this one in the bottom of the case. Like, I thought there was something seriously wrong with it. And I was like, so what's with that copy? And he's like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's our last one. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, last one, eh? You know, if you look up and to the right, there is a ton of copies. Well. Oh, we gotta equip that one sword. Wow, that did a lot. So anyways, yeah, I don't know what was up with the copy. It is in basically perfect condition. There's a slight Sharpie mark on the back of the barcode on the back. I don't know what's up with that. And it wasn't sealed. So I don't know, maybe some some mother gave it to their kid while they were walking around the store and the kid opened it or something. I feel like something along those lines happened. I don't know, then she said, I don't want this anymore or something. They're like, alright, let's put a sticker on it and mark it half off. No, the box is fine. There's no damage on the box, except for, the slight Sharpie mark, which I don't understand how that got there. Well, I should say the box is fine, except for, you know how GameStop puts those stickers, like, directly on the box? And it, like, messes them up? Walmart did the same thing. I didn't try taking the sticker off. I feel like I probably could get it off, but I haven't tried getting it off yet. But yeah, unfortunately they did do that to the box. But I mean, for like $28, I'll still take that. Yeah, and you never, like, yeah, it's probably never gonna go down that much in price. And I did see a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for $28. I might go back tomorrow and see if it's still there. I was actually not sure if that was a good deal or not. People told me today that, yes, it is a good deal. So, they had 2 copies of that one. It was like in this bin of like a bunch of shovelware games, essentially. So I feel like it was a little misplaced there, but... Epilogue. The epilogue is a difficulty 1. What? Alright, sure. That's a little odd. I guess maybe there's no fight. Maybe it's just cutscenes. That's why it's, a difficulty 1. Yeah, I've heard some people that do not like it, and I've also heard some people that really, really like it. I have not played, I've not played the original, but I am a big fan of JRPGs, so... I don't know. JRPG is one of my favorite genres. Cat Quest 3 is coming, everybody! We got something more to look forward to. I called it. Cat Quest 3, you're gonna have 3 characters. One of them's gonna be a rabbit. Alright, now we just got post-game cleanup to do. And kind of a lot of it, I guess. I do not like this. This annoys me. That they, like, this wasn't even on my system earlier today. This just came, like, I don't know, a couple hours ago when I got back from dinner. I don't like that they download this, like, sale thing onto your dashboard. I'm not a fan. I do not like when they do that. You probably can't even delete it. Oh, you can delete it! You can actually delete this one. Usually they add stuff like that, and then you just can't delete it. So I had to make, like, folders. See? I call this folder uselessness. It's all stuff that I don't want on my main menu. Like, just taking up space. But I can't delete any of it. You can't delete this stuff. It's dumb. Why can't you delete it? You made a folder too. Just so there's less garbage on your screen. Level 99. We'll do that later. Oh. Oh, these guys are weak to fire, I think. Yeah. They're also level 90, but... I mean, we're 79. We're not that far away. Yeah. Ouch. I should actually maybe take some of my equipment that gives me XP boosts off. I mean, it's not doing too much for me anymore. We only got 20 levels to go. Probably switch back to my staff. I like playing ranged better. It's less stressful. And I die a lot less. We'll give the sword to him. Actually, I think... No, he has the experience boosting one. Which is actually not a very good sword, but... That's probably why those battles were harder for me, because I was trying to do it with equipment that makes me have more XP. Than I really need to be playing with. Oh, level 10. We're gonna struggle on this one. I can feel it. It makes my bad equipment slightly less bad, but still definitely not equipable. Well, that was a fast cave. Alright, see you, Drake. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good night. Oh, Ice Staff. I think that's actually the one I have equipped right now. That was actually a good pickup in that dungeon. I should probably just switch to trying to find dungeons with my map, as opposed to randomly wandering around left and right and hoping we get to a dungeon. Although there's a lot of dungeons I haven't done yet, so that strategy might work for a while. There's a lot of 99 caves. We got another one. Yeah, we'll just do this one. Oh, we don't have the... Yeah, we don't have the key. Alright, southeast, a place called Founder's Rest. I wish there was a way to zoom in with this, though. I don't like that. Look at this, there's a random box in the middle of the ocean. It said southeast, right? We were over there already. Oh, there's Founder's Island too. Maybe I should travel over there. I mean, there is a mission over there. I mean, there's a chest I can't open yet, but maybe that guy will give me a key. Let's head that way. Let's see what's over, what that's all about. Now, there's probably like a lot of experience in this chest, right? Or money. I mean, if it's stuff just on the water, it's got to be somewhat high value, because you don't have water walk until kind of later in the game. I mean, these are only 6, though. 7. That's not that much. Alright, what do you guys want? Oh, the Gentle Bro! They did that in the last game, too. The Gentle Bro characters. He's gonna make the easiest quest I've ever seen. He's yelling at me to accept it. Quest complete. Wow. Well, that was a fake difficulty. 1 experience, 1 gold. Is that real? Should I be concerned right now? Deleting data now. You know, I could make a backup of my save, just to be safe. It probably is a meme, but what if it's not? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna back up the save. They got me. Yeah, what if it's not, though? What if it's not? Then we gotta do the whole thing again. Although, you couldn't finish all the quests if it was, right? Like, there'd be no way to get the trophy for finishing all the quests. Oh, you have to do them in the order? So those other 2 Gentle Bros don't have quests for you? Yeah, whatever. I fell for it. I gotta walk all the way back there, though, right? Oh, no, I guess not. Ah, they'll never delete my saved data. They applauded my bravery. Little did they know I wasn't very brave. I was a coward. I chickened out and backed up the save. He's controlling the music. And he can make NPCs come out of nowhere. Oh man. Yeah, 3 XP. Watch this guy give me negative 5 XP. This is it. Another black hole in the ocean. So is this gonna be nothing, or is it actually gonna be a fight? They've worked on the game for too long for me to be unimpressed. Now we will kill you. Fighting the Gentle Bros. I don't think you fought them in the first game. Are there invisible walls in this? Should I be concerned about like getting trapped in a corner? Yeah, there are walls. I can't go any further down, unfortunately. I wonder how close to quarters this is. It's kind of bad though, because if you're trying to roll to escape and you just hit a wall, it's like, uh-oh. Ah, like there. That has potential of happening. Ah, oh yeah, that's right. He died next to a wall. Of course there's a wall there. I was trying to escape like the same way the cat was. Not enough mana. No mana. Still no mana. It shouldn't really say no mana though, that's not completely accurate. Just say just like not enough or low mana or something. But that's very nitpicky. Ah, wrong one. Wrong direction. Ray's stopping for the night. Pelzio, did you stop yet for the night? On your epic White Album quest? Oh, actually, wait a minute. It's the morning for Pelzio. What am I saying? Stop for the night. It's not night by him. Ray's gonna lie in bed, and now he's going to fall asleep every like 10 minutes. Eyelids are gonna get heavy. Man, why do I keep choosing the wrong magic now? I was not doing that earlier. I must be getting tired myself. We're almost there. Alright. Level 80. Alright, now we can open these gold chests, right? And that hidden cave is open. Spell cost decrease. Seems like a decent suit of armor. 99999 experience. I have the golden key though, don't I? Didn't they say I have the golden key? I could have sworn. Maybe the golden key is in that cave? They said I got some sort of key. I guess maybe I assumed it was the gold key. And it's not, it's just a key to a door. Oh, these reappeared? I didn't think those XP orbs would reappear. The key to the chest that has the golden key. Hey, look at these mimic chests move around. Oh, you're right. It is. There's the golden key. Guarded by some golden chests. Celzio called it. Oh, mimics. Reminds me so much of my Dark Cloud days. So many mimics in that game. Was it that or was it Okagi had a bunch? I think it was Dark Cloud had like a ton of mimics. I don't know, I played the two so close together, I can't remember. I know, Okagi is the one that had the, it was Dark Cloud. Oh yeah, Magic Ball of Magicness. Dark Cloud was awesome, I like Dark Cloud. When I played Dark Cloud, I mean, I played Dark Cloud when I was younger, but that was, on PS2, and that was when I was, I mean, the, PS4 version is just the PS2 version. I mean, it's the same thing. They didn't really change anything. And you even have to use, like, the touchpad and stuff for the start menu. They don't really do that anymore, put the PS2 games on PS4. They did it for, like, a year. They, liked doing it a lot, and then they just kind of stopped. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So when I played Dark Cloud originally on PS2, it was back when I was young and I was, like, really terrible at video games. So the only place I ever got to was, like, that first dungeon cave thing. And I would just, like, run around in there. And that was it. That's as far as I got. Still missing a lot of spells in this game. Alright. Lots of money. You don't even have to go to the chest and use the key on the chest. You just pick up the key and they all magically unlock. Whoa, that's amazing. That's a weapon right there. Heck yes. Plus 35 attack to what I have now. And my spell cost decreases. Whoa. Your older brother also thought that your first PS1 game should be Final Fantasy VII. Very good first game for a 4-year-old. Yeah, I mean, I originally played Final Fantasy 3 or whatever. The American 3, which was really like the Japanese 5 or however that worked. But yeah, I remember playing some RPGs like that, and I could like only go in the first area and fight like the first couple like enemies. But the other thing I would do is I would play on other save files, because I would like rent I'd rent games and they'd have save files done on SNES cartridges. So I would always like to try to get a cartridge that had a save file like late in the game, so I could actually go around and do stuff. Other than that, I would just like fight the same enemy over and over again and go back to heal. Jester B-Mace. I've never watched one of those YouTube videos. I didn't know that was a thing. I sold one of my Pokemon games that had like everything up into that point on it. So whoever bought that one, maybe I'll see a YouTube video of that one day. Well, I guess that was a while ago though. But I mean, they even had like special event Pokemon in there, I think. Ask a mage to make us a barrier spell. Hello, mage. Can you make us a barrier spell? Cat fur balls. Ingredient number 1. You know, before I do this... Alright, so I have 6 spells. I think I'm gonna make a backup before I get my 8th spell, just in case that glitches on me too. Oh, this staff shoots in a really odd direction. This is annoying. It does a lot of damage, but it's only horizontal. I don't know if I like that. That's just a nuisance to try to set that up. Aw, we made him sad. Poor dog. He was furry worried about us. Don't be worried. Yeah. Actually, these kind of just look like the furball of these enemies. It's a tracking spell. Oh, it's not even a spell for myself? I'm kind of bummed. I thought I was gonna get a new spell out of the deal. No, we just made a spell crystal for that dude, and he gave us a little bit of money, I guess. Guess it's something. Go back to eavesdrop on these mages and take more notes again? Is that what we're doing? Oh, it's a different set of mages. Hey, another golden chest. Actually, this wand works pretty well with lightning, though, because they hit in the same direction. What'd we get? Skeleton King Crown. That might be better than the hat I have on now. Plus 60. No. I mean, it gives me a lot more defense. I mean, the 29 staff power, though. I mean, out of 512, it's not that much of a percent decrease. That's what, like 5%? And then we over double my defense. I don't know. I mean, I do die with this cat. But you know, if we never get hit. Run around and get all the XP orbs that it dropped. Hopefully get them. I can't see really what I'm picking up here. Look for the magic circle. We found it. That wasn't all that hidden. Uh-oh. Enemies. Oh, that's right. We're on like a level 1 mission. Of course they're easy to beat. I was kind of shocked when they just dropped after 1 hit. Gonna fix everything. exit. An exit light. Let's travel towards it. Wow, he's really small. He wasn't that small in the dark area. New equipment. Locked and stolen chest? Man, I wish these would like home in a little bit. Yeah, we're the movers, sure. Oh man, level 19. Time to get scared. Staff is not good for fighting these guys, though. You have to go on their lightning attack lines. These guys, it's pretty good for. Oh, that's right. They can shoot orbs out too. I got impatient. Yeah, the movers are here. That's an interesting looking chest. I've never seen a chest that looked like that yet. I guess that's the stuff we're moving. And not looting. Oh, they moved everything already. Oh, I called it. We are moving that chest. We were not gonna take it. We were just gonna move it. Alright, fine. We'll fight you now. Or not. Another Vest of the Ice Mage. Here you go, we brought you a chest. He does not remember how to open the chest then. Oh well. Did all that for nothing. That's probably his next quest. Help me remember how to open this chest. Following the maze. Or following the torches in the maze. Wow, that's quite the maze. Unfortunately, the JRPG player in me wants to travel to every dead end to try to get treasure chests. Even though it's probably not worth it. There are warps and such. What if it's a new mount? Yeah, what if it's a new mount? I mean, we don't even have a mount yet. Like a giant lizard or something. What if it's a summon? Oh man, that would be awesome. Good morning, Gray. See, I told you Gray was gonna fall asleep in 10 minutes. I don't even know why I'm bothering to kill this guy. It's just gonna give me not very much experience. There might be a chest where you have to, like, kill... Oh. Well, it did say look out for shortcuts. I think we found a shortcut. Unfortunately, I missed the missable summon, so... that sucks. Yay. He has another quest? Does he still not know how to open his chest? Shows me the invisible fur coat. Do we have to fight him now? I think this is gonna be the last quest of the night. I would like to get some sleep. No, he stole the apprentices. And we gotta fight him now. He's invisible. Unfortunately, his staff is not. And also, unfortunately for them, my flame just kind of kills them. Health minus 99%? Man, that staff is terrible. It doesn't even have like a good... increase to your spell power. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey? Is that the saying? I guess? I mean, it rhymes. We can also equip an invisible fur coat that has no stats whatsoever. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a stream here. Yeah, the box is even blank. We are invisible, though, except for our head. Actually, this is kind of cool. We're just a floating head now. Heck, I should just play the game like this, just because. Like, do the low-level dungeons. Oh, let me go to a save thing. Yeah, that invisible cloak is actually kind of awesome. Alright, I'm gonna call it a stream here. Everybody have a good night. Well, let's check to see if someone is streaming this late. I doubt it. I have my doubts. But maybe. It's Thanksgiving. Maybe they're Doing it like me, streaming late into the night. Nope, no one really streaming. Bob Ross is streaming. Streaming an hour. I'll probably be dead asleep in an hour. Alright, everybody have a good night, good morning, enjoy your games. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. This is the most I've streamed in a day in a long time, 8 hours. Alright, bye-bye everybody.